Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Don't forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe for more updates, and leave your comments and questions below. So with Bitcoin, the last video update where we have finished 3 waves down here and 3 waves up and a wave C towards the downside. Now, what we were looking at, of course, is an impulse towards the upside where we have hit almost the 1.27, which is the minimum fib level for a wave 3, where we have hit it perfectly and with a very high amount of volume, of course, which is nice to see during an impulse. And therefore, I made the video, of course, for this. However, the wave 4 went very deeper, and of course, invalidating is this impulse directly by hitting, of course, your zone 1 here, and of course, by touching the 886 there. So, by all means, now you want to take this low, and we want to see even lower prices. So by invalidating this impulse, it has turned into 3 waves towards the upside as a zigzag. And of course, that means we are in a WXY structure. Your wave Y, of course, has to dive deeper for, of course, hitting some fibs here in the 0.38 at least. And then, of course, transforming this almost to a zigzag, where we are still in our wave 4 so far, where we possibly are looking, of course, for a zigzag here and then a move towards the upside for a wave 5. Now, your invalidation is a little bit far even. Your zone 1 invalidation of this impulse is at 63,400. Therefore, it might, of course, reverse from here, reverse from there, or even from the 0.618. In case that we get to this far here, that means that we are in a big bearish scenario, of course. I mean, of course, short term, but a bigger wave towards the downside. And in this case scenario, of course, then we are looking for a 1-2 here. And you want to reach, of course, a fib level for your wave 2. Now, your fib level for a wave 2 might be here, those fibs, of course, taken from the start of this diagonal to the end of this diagonal. And you might hit these fib levels where you want to, of course, check the green box exactly here, and at 55,800. Now, of course, those are the preferable fibs level, but don't forget that we have the minimum requirement is the 0.38 fib level at 60,200. So even it might reverse here, but that, of course, in case that we invalidate our impulse here first. So before going directly in a bearish scenario, we need, of course, to make sure that we don't reverse again for a wave 5 towards the upside. So it is a little bit still early to talk about this. I prefer now just to talk about this small correction so far, where we potentially still looking for lower, because we have hit, of course, the 886. Now, don't forget that a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, your wave 2 can have as 886 as fib level. So if we are taking our diagonal here, if that was a diagonal wave 1 and wave 2, so if we take here our diagonal wave 2, it is one from these fibs that you might hit as very common fib, right, for wave 2 as diagonal. However, the possibilities are now a little bit low for this, because we already hit some fibs in the top here. We have hit our big diagonal wave 1. And we have also here, a finished correction But yeah, that is still some possibilities. We need, of course, to watch and see, guys. Here, it's not safe now, of course, to say that we are bullish, because, of course, even if it is a diagonal, because your diagonal, of course, is gonna be like a very choppy, and yeah, even you will need a wave 2 after it. So we need to make sure of it, right? Now, yeah, the potential of this to be a 1-2 now is very low, because we have transformed this now into 3 waves. And as you can see here, we can see almost an impulse. Of course, your invalidation of this impulse towards the downside, where we see 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4. Of course, once you touch the wave, the zone 1 here, then you have invalidate already this impulse, and you might be in a diagonal. Yeah, so what I advise now is just to watch and see what's gonna happen. However, higher possibility to take the low. Once we take the low, we want to look for a 0.38 fib level minimum retracement, and of course, by all means, you are continuing a WXY. Your WXY, of course, is a flat here, and then a zigzag for your X, and you are looking, of course, for a zigzag probably for your wave Y, touching, of course, at least 0.38. Now, this is your first leg of your zigzag, and you might have some retracement, and then move down, of course, for your wave C. So that's it for Bitcoin price updates for now. Be careful from the price action. We are still very corrective, and yeah, we might dive even deeper. So, but let's go step by step. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.